Hey, Hybrid, how you been? Welcome back, and thank you for following. I just saw that on my activity feed as I sat down to do this. I really appreciate it. I am not super sure what I'm gonna do yet. I'm like fighting myself as to whether I want to be chaotic and almost get myself killed or focus on taking care of everybody. Maybe a little bit of both. Maybe that's fine. Oh, I can chase this. Very nice. I'm sorry you got spooked by it. I honestly was not I watched people stream on other platforms before I started streaming on Twitch a few days ago. And yeah, the notifications are hard to miss here. I did have an old account on here that I decided just to make a new one for these purposes. Let's see. I guess I could start stealing. That wouldn't be too controversial. I think those are pronghorn. Yeah, there's no chance of me catching those. I really like how much this map changes environmentally with the seasons. I like Amethyst Mountain for its simplicity, but all this cool flooding is interesting. It kind of changes up how things work. And I'm stealing. I think it takes so long to paddle through this water. I'll just run around in here for a minute and see what happens. It's so fun to be on a new map where I can kind of explore. I feel like I knew Amethyst Mountain like the back of my hand. Um, so the other wolf, so I got a notification a couple sessions ago that this wolf wanted to disperse. So he was the child of my previous lead wolf, the one who had passed away. And in the game, you can choose to either continue as the wolf you've been playing as, or you can have a save file for them and then make a save file for the new dispersal. So I think you were on for the first time I played as this wolf. It's the same dude. He just now has puppies and is on this brand new map. So I do want to go back and finish out the life of the other one just for lore and closure purposes. Um, but it's been fun to play as this dispersal because I was not expecting this one to disperse. But I guess that's the point, is it's just a random chance of the wolf saying, "All right, I'm grown, I'm leaving." So the other one, actually, I might be able to see the status. So when you do make those two save files, they become two different timelines, basically. So whatever happens to Raccoon in this file is not going to happen to him necessarily in if I play as him in my other save with him. So, oh my goodness, he passed away in this file. Let's see. Yeah, wow. Oh, he made it to 9 years old. You know what? Good for him. That's an all right life for a wolf. And it looks like the other three are holding it down, still alive. So, yeah, if I do go back to my save file with him, Goose will just have left. It won't have that Goose had gone all the way, out of the map necessarily, but I would be able to finish out Raccoon's final days. Which, like I said, do want to do that, but I've been having a lot of fun just getting to know this map. And oh, Cedar, yeah, so she is staying with the puppies back at the den, which you can see on my little compass in the upper left corner. The den's just that away. She can come with me to do things, but sometimes the game gets weird and it won't the puppies, even if you put them in the den, will come out and get lost. I had that happen once. I had like three pups die because of it. It was on my first save file ever, before the saga even came out, and I was like, nope, not doing this anymore. So she's a stay-at-home mom right now. I feel a little bit bad about it because she's super competent, but once they're a little bit older, I'll feel more comfortable taking her around with me. It's just while they're so tiny, and slow and can get one-shotted by everything, she's relegated to stay-at-home mom duties. Um, and it's funny because the game will trigger attacks on your den only if you, the player, are present there. So I'm just avoiding them as much as possible. I show up to feed everybody and I leave. So even if I were to go and stay there at the den, and let her go out by herself, oh, there was an item over there. I'm gonna go get that. Um, Even if I was to let her do that, I would be getting attacked and it would just be me there able to defend the pups. So, absolute loophole in this game. If you're never home, they won't attack you. Sometimes if you can find fun items, the pups will play with them later. So let's see. There it is. Oh, I'm stuck. Okay. Bro. Oh. Oh, it turns on. That is so funny. I'm definitely bringing that back to the house. It's going to be such a long swim, but that's okay. Hopefully, it does not look like there's still food over there. That's fine. I picked the den type where you're more likely to get attacked during the day. Just imagine being like a hiker hiking through Yellowstone. You just see a dog running around with a flashlight. No big deal. I feel like it would seem like you were being haunted by some kind of ghost. I don't know that I'd be able to believe this if I saw it. Hi, everybody. Okay, cool. Everyone's fed. Here. Oh, and I got an achievement for it. I guess I've never done that in this when I've not been on multiplayer. You see, these are all the little puppies. Oh, oh, she's lighting me up. That is so cute. Just absolutely blasting everyone with it. Okay. All right, that's enough family time. I've already lingered. It's seriously, it feels like if you stay at your den for more than 30 seconds, something comes in and starts eating your puppies. It's not good. But I am going to go try to find food to bring home for everybody. Why are there stranger wolf smells? See, this is what I mean. Cedar, I'm so sorry. Go home. It is nice that you can communicate with your pack mates an amount in this game. It would be so alienating to try to. Is that a mule deer running off to the left? I do want to see what happens to these guys in the water. Like, can they go as quickly? What is that? I think that is a mule deer. All right, high speed water chase. I just realized this guy's gonna have so much ground on me when he gets out of the water first in 10 seconds, but you know what? I've made my peace with it. I try to cut him off. Oh, there you go. Right back in the water. Let's go. Okay. Now I can definitely cut this guy off. Stay far away enough that he doesn't just rotate around in the water. There we go. My gosh, the grass is so tall on this map that things disappear into it. And we're coming right back to the den. Nice. Gosh, these mule deer are fast. The speed of the prey can change based on what season it is, like how strong they are, how well fed they are. So obviously in the spring and summer, it is so hard to catch them, but that's fine. Is that another? No, it's the flashlight. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can find something a little easier to get. Which way am I going? I want to go this way. Is my speed stat low? No, I have an increased speed stat. Interesting. Okay. I think what it is that the first two wolves that I played at had maxed speed stats or they had plus two. I don't think that's the maximum you can do, but I'm so used to wolves being even faster than this. Sorry, Goose. I didn't mean to imply that you're not trying, buddy. Are there any smells? Is there anything to eat? I might have to get Cedar and have her help me out with things because can I see her stats in the pack info menu? She has the same, okay. I just feel like she's faster than me. to make sure I'm not getting too close to my den, because then, like I said, I can start triggering raiding from just about everything. Every competitor species and other wolf packs will come in and steal your babies, and that's no good. And I think coyotes and wolves specifically one shot your pups at any age. Bears, cougars, and eagles do not. So I picked a den that is more open, so only eagles come to it because those are the easiest to chase off, in my opinion. Were there no smells? How is nothing around? Oh, it is so hard to be in scent view when I'm sliding. So much sliding on this map. Maybe closer to the water down here, there'll be stuff. There has to be something. Okay, so much sliding. I guess I'll stay in the creek bed. I'm so sorry if you hear any sounds. I need to take out an AirPod for a second. Where are my deers? My elk? Here we go. This is where the accurate simulation really comes in. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with these guys. Right to the water because I was not paying attention. Okay, at this point, I think I have to sleep. Everybody has enough food. Of course, now is when I find a mule deer smell. Might just be tracks. I'm scaling these mountains. It's hard to see the tracks with all this grass. Where are you? I should be able to see you if you're running away from me. Oh, there she is. Okay. And she is absolutely about to hit the edge of this map. I think, I hope, I pray. Sometimes it feels like cheating when I use the edge of the map to trap prey, but you know what? I had no follow-up to that. yep, there's the edge of the map. Okay. Or just run over me. Ugh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get there. Come on, goose. Ugh, this is so brutal to try to do this by myself. You know what? I'm gonna make Cedar help me tomorrow. But first I will sleep. Elk migration. I think to just say they're gonna be higher elevations, that's where I am always. That's my whole territory is mountains. Okay. Like in a moment of complete futility, I'm just gonna keep looking for food on my way back to the den, and I need to reinforce that one that's only at 55. You know, let me see how much my howl replenishes it every day. Oh, it gives everything like a 3% boost. That's pretty nice. Okay. Oh, it's a coyote. I cannot eat that. So foggy. What's unfortunate is you can try to jump down these slopes and then you will take damage. You just have to do it the slow way. Not even going to mess with the pronghorns because they are so speedy. They are really only catchable in the winter when they're weaker. I am going to keep it up because that would be nice. Yeah, exactly. My first playthrough ever, I died about 5 seconds in because I was like, I wonder if I can jump off a cliff and live in this game. I wonder how close to reality this simulation is, and the answer is very. Because if you start on Amethyst Mountain, they spawn you in like on this like pretty cliff face, and the thoughts the I had to try, you know, I had to test the limits of the realism of this game, and they at least got that part realistic. This is cute. It's like a hiking trail. I think I'll follow it because I have high elevation up here, which in theory is where the elk have run off to. Or I will go after these deer that are right here. Please, my family is hungry. Me most of all. Trapped. I just witnessed a really funny animation problem. That was good. Let's go back up. There we go. Hunting on these slopes is a little tough. Oh, oh. The camera trying to like autocorrect for it is a little funny. I will just run behind you until I have enough stamina to bite you. Hey, we're both struggling, huh? It's okay, girl. I hate incline walking too. My current goal, I think, is to get everybody to 15 pounds. Okay. And I have a run, which is going to make it a little harder, but you know what? She's just as important as everybody else. Oh, I forgot to howl. Ugh. Okay. Let me mark this on my map. Alrighty. I'm coming home, Cedar. And I have a nice treat for you. And I'm sliding. Why is it suddenly, why am I getting blasted with snow all of a sudden? I thought this was supposed to be spring. Maybe because I'm up in the mountains. Maybe it's nice down there. We'll see. Yeah, exactly. I have to give them credit for continuing on in the face of certain doom. Of the wolf in the situation, it's frustrating, but as the person watching, you know what? Me too, girl. Oh, my pack affinity keeps getting lower because I've been bad about it this playthrough. Hi, everybody, it's me. Here, have some food. They're too tiny to eat real meat, so I have to feed them like baby birds. How many puppies do I have? Five? Okay. No, Cedar, you don't have to feed them. I brought you that food so that you could eat food. Just gonna do a couple of modes. So if the pack affinity is too low and something bad happens, like a predator coming by, the puppies will not listen to you when you tell them to get into the den. There we go. So, in that top left corner, that blue bar to the left of my face needs to be above that lighter blue arrow in order for them to listen. I don't think I want to steal more territory right now. I think this is a super manageable amount of land for once. I was spreading myself so thin, and this is very preferable. So I do want to see something. I want to see if she puts all the pups in the den, if she comes to follow me, because sometimes they're bad about that. I don't want them to stay in the den too often, because then the fleas build up, which is no bueno. All right, Cedar, you have passed the vibe check for once. See if there's any prey, and if not, I will send you home. Hmm, whatever, I'll swim to the middle island. What else do I have to do? I'm gonna do a self call out and say that I have a couple specks of dirt on my computer screen, and I keep thinking like, oh, it's a deer in the distance, and no, it is me being overdue to wipe down my computer screen. Sad. Hello, food? Are you out here? Sweetie Bats, welcome. Yeah, this is WolfQuest. I realized today, I said, I think when I was streaming earlier or yesterday that I had 35 hours in this game. That was a great joke from me. I actually have almost 100 hours in this game. It is very procedural, it's very cozy. You do your gameplay loop. You can also break out of your gameplay loop if you're feeling adventurous, but it's nice to have a routine in it too. Um, right now I'm having a very futile search for some food for everybody, and I'm very tired in game. In in my actual life in the real world, I'm only a little tired. Oh, those were tracks, and they went this way. Mule deer, where are they now? They might be over there, and I need to mark this hex anyways. Ooh, and there's smells. Oh, that's quite literally the existing mule deer that I took out. Oh yeah, no, it's a very relaxing game. I think I went on this rant the other day, but like I know a lot of, and I don't think anyone's wrong for this. I know a lot of people who play video games to be challenged by them, and I respect that so much. I am so challenged by my life that when I sit down to play a game, it's like, all right, I'm playing this on easy difficulty. I'm playing something cozy. I'm not playing something where I have to be managing eight different things at once. Sometimes I do go for that experience, but very rarely. Like I'm not a first person shooter person. Any kind of combat game, there's just like too much going on. Um, I am gonna send you, you know what? No, I'm not gonna send you home. I'm gonna see if we can go eat. Um, I just hesitated talking about this. I realized I literally have neurodiversion as one of my tags. I have both visual and auditory processing impairments, so they're very manageable. They don't interfere with my life, but when I'm playing a game that has a bunch of sounds and things I need to watch, and I need to switch between screens, or I need to be looking at some mini map and the things in front of me, and I need to be, managing my inventory and all this stuff, like my brain just gets totally scrambled like an egg. And in stuff that's a little more laid back, I actually can enjoy myself. Like I said, sometimes I go for, come on, puppies. I am gonna send Cedar. Oh my God. All right, Cedar, I'm sending you home. Because if anybody gets lost, I'm gonna freak out. Yeah, I was friends with people for a long time who were very intense about gaming and would, and not like this actually hurt my feelings, but they'd be like, "Oh, you're a fake gamer. All you play is Stardew Valley." And it's like, I don't know. I feel like the point of gaming is to play them and enjoy yourself. That's why it's actually my friend Alice, XOXO Phantom, who finally convinced me to start streaming. She's kind of the same way, where she's like, I want to play my cozy farm simulators, and my daily life is enough of a challenge for me. I just want to sit down and hang out. Now, sometimes maybe I will get into more. intensive things. Honestly, the most intense thing that I've played is Hades. And I really love Hades. Um, I don't know why. I think because the gameplay is a little repetitive, it doesn't quite overstimulate me in the way that other things do. Um, I was doing speed running of it for a while. I think my record was like either 12 minutes or 17 minutes. I can't remember. I think 12. No, I think it was 17 minutes. I just got stuck for a minute there. That was funny. Uh, really excited for Hades 2 to be totally completed. I think right now it's early access. Well, I appreciate that y'all feel the same way. Sometimes I feel, like I said, a little controversial for saying, hey, it's, not lesser to play games on easy difficulty or just play things that are casual and calm. I don't think it makes you any less of a gamer. Um, oh, Hades is so fun. And it's, of course, the puppy wandered away. Well, I'll feed everyone else and then go deal with that. Alrighty, now I have to look for baby. Ooh, alrighty. You are tiny. Your tiny legs could not have carried you that far, little dude. Yeah, I think Hades 2, I will have a lot of fun on when it exits early access. There you are. Boop. I was gonna say something else and I totally lost it. Yeah, see, look, now this is the neurodivergent stream where I forget everything I'm saying halfway through it and complain that games are too visually stimulating for me. But I feel like there's also neurodiverse people who go the other way where they really like being overwhelmed in their gaming experiences. And I think that's like equally valid. I do that, like I'll listen to music super loud or I listen to like a lot of hyper pop and electronic music where it's just to people who are not me, sometimes it can just sound like noise, but for some reason it puts my whole brain together. I'm gonna leave Cedar at the house because the kids don't know how to act. And find any other food, maybe just take a nap. Because, yeah, I actually don't have enough stamina to chase anything if I wanted to. Yeah, this has been interesting for me streaming because normally I'd be the same way where I'd be on voice in my Discord or I'd be watching a YouTube video on my second monitor, and now I have Stream Manager taking up my second monitor, so I have to kind of do this as a holistic experience. And as much as I want to be mad that my psych suggested this, they were like, you should really try putting your whole attention into things, especially now that you're on ADHD medication. You should try having your whole focus on task. And I was like, oh, that sounds awful. Um, but streaming, I think, is just the right amount of, I'm doing one thing. I'm playing WolfQuest, but also I have y'all chatting. I have the stream manager up showing me all these little tiny analytics as I do it. And I think it ends up being this nice intermediary level of stimulating. Let's see. Food. There is no food. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's why I like some of these cozier games is because that way I can do multiple things. Yeah, I tell everybody that I know with ADHD, I think it's always worth a try. And obviously, it's a conversation with your doctor. If your doctor thinks it's worth a try, I can say from personal experience, like, it's been so beneficial to me, and mine is considered pretty mild. Um, so, it's definitely something that if your doctor thinks it's worth a shot, I am all for it. I have a degree in psychology, and the brain structure changes that you get from being properly treated for any of your problems are real. It's not just, oh, here's a thing that can solve all your problems, but if you stop taking it, all of them come back. That's actually not the case. If you properly treat, and it can be therapy, it can be working out more, it can be a diet change, it can be medication, but if you actually follow all of those steps, you can quite literally rewire your brain. They've found in longitudinal studies that if you start giving folks ADHD medication, over time, their brain begins to resemble that of somebody who does not have ADHD. I had to do it in adulthood in my 20s, and yeah, I don't ever look back and think, oh, how could it have been if I had started earlier? I just say, thank goodness that I started now. I don't think that taking care of yourself is ever a waste of time, or, even if something doesn't work out, that you wasted the effort. Yeah, yeah, neuroplasticity. Yeah. And they'll say, oh, your neuroplasticity dries up when you're 25, and that's somewhat true. I mean, if you get like a traumatic brain injury of some kind before 25, you're way more likely to recover from it. If you try to start learning something like a language or a skill before 25, you will be able to develop that skill more quickly. Um, but it's not like your brain just totally shuts off at 25 and you're stuck like that forever. There is always a little bit of neuroplasticity hanging out in there. I know people who didn't start going to therapy or taking meds until they were in their 40s or 50s, and they have experienced a huge, huge increase in quality of life. Geez, I didn't realize I was going to get on my self-care soapbox today, but I'm here for it. I give so many of my friends this exact speech of like, no, your life is worth improving. You can start now. It's fine. You're not too late. Because I have just had to take so many leaps of faith with my health in the last few years. Oh, thank you. That's very sweet. I sometimes get a little encyclopedic about stuff. Oh, here, that chat just got cut off. Let me move my chat box up so I can read y'all's full messages. Oh, hey, welcome back, Hiyori. Oh, that's awesome that you were able to like manage it on your own. I kind of had a reverse scenario where I, for so long, thought that I had it, but my doctors were not really interested in helping me with it. My family was not. And I did so much work by myself to learn how to remember to do things and stay on top of my homework or my day job work. And I just kind of reached a point of, okay, I've done everything that I can myself to improve this, and I'm still, now I'm putting 100% of my effort into um, being functional, and I kind of want to be able to have a life outside of just, managing myself, doing the laundry and doing the dishes and washing the sheets and vacuuming, and it's like that was taking up my whole day, was just this endless list of tasks, and I would get, you know, I would start watching videos. I would get distracted by a game or something and just lose hours and hours and hours. And I'm happy that I took the time to develop coping skills first. I think it was a little atypical compared to people that I know, but I really am happy that I proved to myself that I could do those things without medical intervention, that it would just take up all of my time and my energy to do those things, and that medical intervention would be something that improved my quality of life. A friend of mine was actually one of those test kids growing up, and it was a rough period. I hope that you were not hurt by it. I hope that it, was at least neutral to helpful for you. But if not, I am sorry that you were part of that first wave, when they were just kind of throwing everything at children to see what worked. And yeah, I have to give people credit. I think some of the most powerful people that I have met are those who have learned to overcome those kinds of roadblocks. I think it's actually, and maybe this is me coping, but I think it's actually kind of a privilege to experience like chronic illness or mental illness. Not saying that it's a privilege to experience those things just for the sake of experiencing them, but you have to learn, earlier in life when those things happen to be in tune with your mind and your body and listen to yourself and kind of see yourself as this assemblage of parts that need to be able to work together as a system rather than, oh, well, yeah, this is just my body and it's attached to me and, I'm indifferent about myself. I've had quite a few health scares the last few years, and I thankfully am on top of everything now, but it really taught me that, um, I kind of need to treat my body with respect and do a check-in every day. Like, all right, what part of me hurts? What part of me doesn't hurt? Do I need anything for this? Do I need to be kind to myself? Yeah, exactly. I know people who didn't have their first health problem until their 50s, which is awesome. That's such a privilege in itself, but it just totally torpedoed their life because they had never had to deal with being sick before. I've been mildly, I don't know that you can really put it on a severity scale, but I've been mildly disabled for about a decade, and I am actually able to live a super functional life. I just, have nerve damage. Um, and it affects me every day, but I do that check-in with myself and I have a good dialogue with myself. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry that you're still going through some side effects from that. I definitely get what you mean. As a side effect of my meds, I also get very hot very often, which is not typical for me. I'm usually that person who's cold all the time, and it's very disruptive. And I can't imagine having that other stuff going on along with it. But it is good to know that you can handle it. That's always a good thing in a situation like that. Doing so much damage. Do I have a jaw injury? Or is this deer just very powerful? Yeah, thank you guys for understanding. I always fear when like talk about the subject that I'm going to sound like I'm glorifying it because um I really am not. If I could flip a switch to not be a disabled neurodivergent person, obviously, yeah, geez, I would flip the switch, but at the same time, would I go back and erase all this experience that I've had? No. This has been I'm way more in tune with myself than I feel most people my age are, and I don't feel invincible, and I think that's a good thing. I think I do need to feel um not weak, but I need to feel vulnerable a little bit to be willing to care for myself. And I'm out of stamina. Oh, thank you, Shady Bats. That's a very nice way to put that. I do try. Because I feel like if I just turned inward to myself and never talked about it, what's the point? I went through all of this and now I get to keep all my secrets. Ow, stop it. Water. Get over here. Get over here. I'm gonna be chasing this thing for the next hour. Goodbye. I can't. I guess I can't kill it in the water because then I can't eat it. So brutal. Thank you all for being here and chatting too. This is possibly the most active stream I've had since my first one when Alice called everybody in. I guess I'll drink some water while I'm just watching this happen. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I like I've said, I have a day job that I enjoy. And this is just kind of part of me trying to have more fun playing games. Oh, this deer. At this point, I just have a vendetta against this deer in particular. Yeah, I truly have no goals with streaming outside of actually making myself relax more and play games more and just enjoy myself because I will get so locked into working and doing the hobbies that I think I'm supposed to be doing to further myself and um, stuff like that. And forcing myself to sit down for an hour at a time and play a game that I like is a bit fun. Fleas. Oh, the fleas. I will ignore the fleas. Well, whenever you do start streaming again, I will give you a follow when I'm not chasing this deer down. I would love to hang out with you. Unless, like, you're saying that your job does not allow you to stream, period. This is ridiculous. I have no stamina. I don't know how I'm going to take down this deer, but at this point, it's about the principle. It's over for you, buddy. Get over here. No, come on, don't go deeper into the water, man. You're killing me. Yeah. Yeah, I always tell people there's one me and I am always her at work or streaming or with friends. I used to be somebody where I would be very intent on presenting some kind of like more palatable version of myself and whatever. I want to play my wolf game. If you go back in that water, I'm gonna freak out. Get over here. End of the line, pal. Ah, got you, got you. Okay. We love mandatory rest time. in which you're not actually allowed to do everything that you want to do. Oh, there's a bear. Oh, there's a bear. Okay. I'm gonna try to avoid the bear. Yeah, I'm very lucky that my day job is something where I do have to be professional, but they don't really mind what I do on my days or my hours off. A steer, oh, don't you run away from me. I've been chasing you for too long for it to end like this. Get over here. This is ridiculous. This is the longest it has ever taken me to take down a deer in this game. No, don't go back in the water. Come on, man. No, it's just now my wolf is completely out of like wakefulness and is not dealing any damage. See, I get like one little bite in and then, like I said, at this point, it's the principle of it. Like, I'm not letting this thing win. Okay, that was a better attack. Oh, I literally just need one more. Get over here. Get over here. Oh, that was a little too much. That took a little too long. But now, hopefully, everybody's still alive. Okay. I will eat. I'll bring some back to the house. Yeah, this is actually the greatest obstacle I've ever overcome in my life. This was rough. Are those coyotes? Please let those be coyotes and not other wolves. Yeah, they're coyotes. Okay. Now I have to run all the way home around the creek because I don't feel like swimming anymore. How much swimming would it be? Oh, seriously, that was the longest it has ever taken for me to take something out. Is that a bear? Yes, it is. Hello. Oh, I just spooked that bear. I'm so sorry, buddy. I can't tell which like landform might. Eh. Okay, I do have to cross here. Okay. That's my poor wolf is so tired. I'm so sorry if y'all hear static as I adjust my headphones. I can scale this. We're gonna find out. Sometimes you can finesse it if you can find a good spot. I might have to swim around this. You know what? I'm just gonna do it. This has already been a little bit of a struggle. Oh, thank you. I'm always happy to be background noise. That's how I watch most videos. I honestly don't know enough about game engines to tell you for sure. I am almost positive this is a Unity game. But I could be wrong. I'm frequently wrong about things involving games. Hi, everybody. I don't know why my pack affinity is so low. I think just because I'm never home. I can try to sleep by the den, but then I might get attacked, and I don't really know that I want to risk that. I think I'd rather my kids all hate me for never being home. I'll see if I can get it up just by hanging out for a minute. Because the last thing I need is for them to not react if I try to get them to do something. Oh, for God's sake. See, this is exactly what I'm saying is okay, everybody got to go home. Everybody needs to go in the house, go in the house, get in the house, go in the house, go in the house. I swear. Don't come home, not even once. Don't even try it, man. My kids are behaving today. Oh, they put their flashlight over here. Let's get that. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's my understanding of Unity as well. Like I said, I know very little. I briefly dated a dude who was in game design, and I know everything I know from him. We do not talk anymore. Okay. That's a lie. We talk sometimes. He's fine. He's like the one X that I'm cool with. My understanding is that everything in this game is based on real observable things that happen. So I think it's one of those things where it's rare, but it happens enough that they put it in as a mechanic. Um, there's certain things in this game that are exaggerated or otherwise, what am I looking for? Like inferred from just the data that we have, if it's something we don't necessarily know completely about. No, Cedar, I want you to go home. I'm sorry. Actually, let me see what her hunger level is. Oh, she's fine. I feel so bad sending her home. I know she just wants to hang out and do things, but I don't trust these kids to not go wandering. As we saw, the one time I took her with me, somebody had to wander. What's that? Is that coyote? Yes, it was a pack. Okay. Alrighty. I think I'm gonna sleep. Okay. Oh, everybody's hungry. What are you, coyotes? Yes. Okay. I need to find real food. I don't know where any of the elk are. And I say that and immediately find elk smell. Ooh, and there's an object of some kind. That's exciting. A fishing pole. Ooh. I will just leave that there. I don't feel like carrying that around while I'm hunting. Because I have to put it down every time that I hunt, which would get hi bison. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm not trying to get killed. Thank you. Let's see. I think these elk are probably in my territory. Now, can I kill them? That would be a great question. Because it's just me. This is bull elk, which is a little daunting. I'm hoping that there's regular elk by them, because the bull elk will kill me. It's so strange. Is it just the bull elk? Oh, yes, it is. Okay. And hang on, my AirPods are about to die, so let me plug one of them in, and hopefully the other one doesn't die. Will I ever get a gaming headset? No, that's not happening. I actually do not like the feeling of over-the-ear headphones at all. I'm not even gonna try. I know these guys are gonna kill me. I'm just gonna go see what's left of that deer and be safe today. You know what? No, I'm not chasing these guys through the wetlands. I learned not to do that once. Not doing it again. I will grab the rest of this for cedar. It is so much nicer to have this smaller territory. I don't know what I was doing taking up like half of the last map. Is this map bigger? No, I think this is the same size as Amethyst Mountain. I think the other two, Lost River and Hellroaring Mountain, the DLC maps are much larger. And I think they're making one more called Towerfall, if I remember correctly. I'm very excited. If I come into a little bit of money, I'm going to probably get Lost River first. Oh, beaver. Oh, these are so hard to find. Get over here. Get over here. End of the line, pal. There is an achievement for beavers. Ow. Ow. Why why is the beaver biting my throat? There's an achievement for getting beavers in this game. They are one of the most elusive prey species, and they apparently will bite you in the neck, which is ice cold. Get over here, pal. No. Oh, I'm not doing this again. Oh, he's swimming. He's diving. I wonder if I can follow him. I want this achievement so bad. I have been waiting for the day that I find a beaver, and the time is now. Get over here. I need to wait for this dude to return to land, which may never happen. I don't know why I'm having all these difficult underwater hunts with y'all today. I'm gonna stand on land to get my stamina back. Get over here and fight me, beaver. Oh my gosh. I can imagine that this bite hurts. They have big teeth. They are rodents, I believe. Oh, he's swimming away. I need this achievement. You don't understand. Please, my family's starving. Please surface. Is my family starving? Let's make sure that was just a joke. Okay, we're good. We're good. Come on, beaver. Oh, I'm trying to push him onto the shore and it's not working. Come on, what are you scared of? This is gonna take me another 10 minutes, isn't it? Another beaver. No, I've committed to this beaver. I'm not. All right, beaver two. No, wait, beaver one. I don't know why I'm losing my eye on the prize here. Unless this other beaver is more accessible to me now. Like, yeah, this one's now also gonna go in the water. Ugh, why can't I bite you? Yeah, see, now I've made the mistake where now I have a higher health beaver to deal with. Why are there so many Why is my camera doing that? Okay, come on. Can I find my I can find my first beaver. Okay. Now it's all coming together. I'm so incredibly hyperfixated on this guy. Hope you're all enjoying this because I certainly am. He's going to surface. I think it's almost time. The thrilling gameplay of WolfQuest Anniversary Edition, complete with more beavers. End of the line, pal. I keep saying that, and he keeps diving back in the water. Ow, ow. I do wonder if I'll be able to pick him up and carry him back to my den, because that would be pretty clutch. I've done it. There it is. There's the achievement. Oh, and I can carry the whole beaver. Let's go. Let's go. No, no. I just dropped it into the water forever. Oh no, it's coming to this. I just need to eat it. Okay. Can you, may I pick this up? Okay. I'm now going to take the most roundabout way to get home if I can. Is it even possible, is the question. The answer might be yes. Oh, I did not mean to spam click that. This might be the most exciting wolf quest of my life. This is going to be very weird to get around. I think if I can find an area of shallower water, I should be good to go. If I can come up around the side where the creek starts. So yeah, that's all water I'd have to swim through. Uh, oh, that's still. Can I jump with something in my mouth? Yes, I can. Okay. But I don't think I need to do that. There we go. Okay. Um, huh. I'm really gonna need to war game this one. Let's see. I need to find an area that I can cross. I'm so dead set on bringing this beaver to my home. I feel like I'm gonna reach the edge of the map over here. Or I'm not. Yeah, no, I'm not. What am I talking about? My entire wolf family. Is that a? Oh, that's cool. I actually need to mark that because that's a really good source of food. You're gonna wait here. Yeah, the bisons last forever. I return to the beaver. I love that. dbeaver is a great name for a database tool. I'm gonna switch my headphone out while I'm thinking of it. Okay. Hang on, I need to reload my stream manager super quick. There we go. Okay. There has to be a place to cross. Please. I just want to bring my beaver with me. Frustrating. Yeah, I'm at like the edge of the map. Okay. I might have to do some strategies up here. Because giving up, not today. What does dbeaver do out of curiosity? I do a little bit of database work at my job. Admittedly, it's not my main thing, but oh, I'm getting invaded. Soon I'll have to give up on this to deal with that. Which hex is it? Oh, it's one like by my house. Oh, nice. Is there a reason they're all animal names? Oh, I did it. I've transported the beaver, and then I need to go deal with this invasion. That's awesome. I'm so excited. Where's my house? Okay. Oh, nice. Okay. We love a good free tool. I do understand that everybody has to eat, but it is frustrating when something deeply useful is behind a giant paywall. Okay, hi family. For you, a beaver. And I think the puppies are too young still. See which hex they're on. I don't even understand where they are. Oh, they're to the one right next to me. Okay, I have some time because I have really good claim on all my territories. Cedar, did you eat? Okay. I need to make sure everybody will stay in the den because I need them. I need Cedar to come with me. Okay. Let's make sure everybody's actually away. Nice. Okay. I'm too tired for this. I should have slept. Just really did not want to let that beaver go to waste. That's weird. Where are they? There can't be a lot of them. If any of you wonder why I drink the water all the time, if it's been long enough of an interval, you get a little bit of a stamina boost from it. Secret tip for WolfQuest that they don't tell you. Sometimes dogs do need water. Where are these guys? Ooh, is there another item up here? Boy, shovel. I'll have to find that later. Where are these guys? Like I keep, oh, they're in this hex, and I can tell because they're taking it over. Where are you? Nothing is permanent, but there's minor and major injuries is how they distinguish it. So minor injuries usually cause like very low stat loss, and then major injuries will affect you for multiple in-game days. All right, I guess we're just attacking you guys now. That's fine. These are the same ones who went after us last time. So I just need to get their fear high enough. So the red on the left of this is their like aggression, and the right one is fear. And once the fear bar is full, they will give up and run off. This one's pretty spooked. Oh, that was funny. That was a little bit of a glitch that happens in this game when it doesn't render properly. Yeah, see, there we go. I got a minor injury, so I'll show you. Now I have small speed reduction. So normally my speed is +1. Right now my speed is 0 because of it. Ow. And of course, one of the pups has run away from the den. That's going to have to be a later problem. Kids, I'm busy. No, don't bite her. Ow. Leave me alone. How'd you just turn that around on me like that? And now Cedar has an injury. That's not nice. Get out of here. Oh, see, now this one I think has a major injury. She's limping on her front leg, so that's going to probably bother her for a while. Oh, get off me. All right, their fear is almost maxed out, so I think they're about to give up. We're not, or I could be wrong. And there we go, they gave up. Okay. And I need to get home to find this dog who ran away. And I have no stamina. I have no wakefulness. And I have like half health. Kids, am I right? She said, having no kids. Oh, and another one. Okay, okay, okay. I'm coming quite literally as fast as I am able. Oh, nice. This part is not deep. Okay. That was pleasant. I think I have a solid 15 minutes left before I have to hop off, just so y'all know. This has been so fun to have y'all chatting with me. I think I'm just going to have to take the risk and sleep near the den because my pack affinity is so low that they're just going to keep running away unless I actually spend time around them. Oh, it's fine. Okay. Let's see who's lost. Okay. There's 2 who are lost. 3 were good. Yeah, I know. Several have been lost. All right. Oh, that was a long time ago. Ugh. We are just going to follow the tracks that I can follow and find who I can find. Oh, there's somebody. Get over here. You have been so naughty. You've been such a bad little dude. All of you, terrible, terrible animals. So naughty. Now it should just be showing me the particles for the other one, who is vanished. Who just, oh my gosh. Oh, okay, that's the same notification for the one that's missing. There we go. Okay. Where are you, puppy? Gosh. Less grass. There you are. There you go. All right, everybody, we'll do a little howl. And I think I'm just going to sleep here despite the risks because I need my affinity to go up. All right. I think the issue too is that there's fleas, which raise the requirement for pack affinity for them to want to be in the den because it's full of bugs, you know. I get it. And I am on cooldown. Okay. Um, is there anything I really need to do territory-wise? No. I will just go eat. And I guess I can bring Cedar with me this time. As long as she actually puts all the kids in bed. If I do end up having to move dens, there's so many that are so close that I don't think it's actually a problem. Who's that last one not going in? I swear if there's one who just didn't go in. There we go. Okay. I have to be quick on this outing because I keep looking at the screen, I'm sorry, and I'm not paying attention to it. Fleas irritating. Good. Okay. Yeah, when the fleas reach 100%, you have to move dens, which is a big pain, and I've done it, and it's no fun. So I want to try to keep everybody there, and the more time they spend actually inside the den itself, the more fleas they will have. Oh, good. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Guess I'll do my very confident tail. I'm just making this thing angry. All right, Cedar, you deal with it. Ah, yes, I know the fleas are bad, please. See, Cedar's got this covered. Leave her alone. Okay, cool. Cedar, eat enough. Not quite. Cougars are deeply annoying because they have so much health, you will never be able to knock them out. But they're just constantly in the way and super, super aggressive. No, Cedar, you go eat, please. I'm trying to hold this guy off for you. There we go. Okay. I think, where'd she just go? How did, hello? There you are. Okay. Why can't I highlight you? There we go. It's actually the completely wrong emote. Okay. Well, I've been playing for a little over an hour and a half. I have to return to my life. I have the thrilling, per our earlier conversation, I have the thrilling task. I need to go to my pharmacy before they close. But thank you all for coming on and hanging out. It's been nice to chat with you all and just play my little wolf game. I'm glad you're all enjoying it. I will play other things eventually. I just tend to hyperfixate on one game at a time. So right now I'm in my WolfQuest era. Um, yeah, thank you all. I'm sure I'll be on again. Maybe not today, but definitely tomorrow. Adios.